He told me he wanted a divorce on an ordinary Wednesday, as if ending 15 years could be spoken like a casual reminder. The words fell across our kitchen island, sharp and cold. I'm not happy. Just 4 syllables, and everything we had unraveled. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. His eyes avoided mine, practiced, rehearsed. And when I noticed the suitcases already waiting by the door, I realized this wasn't a decision. It was a performance. Okay, I replied, steady as stone. I signed the papers without hesitation. No fight. No collapse. He thought silence meant defeat. He thought I had surrendered. 2 weeks later, I watched him from across the room of a restaurant I knew too well, the same one where he once slid a ring onto my finger, promising forever. He was sitting at our table by the window, smirking, a glass of red wine in hand. But this time, his audience was her, the woman he'd traded me for. I walked over calmly, every step measured. In my hand was an envelope. I placed it between them like a gift wrapped in finality. Congratulations on your freedom, I said with a smile that didn't reach my eyes. He opened it, still in character, still performing the role of the charming man. But when his gaze fell on the paper inside, his mask shattered. The color drained from his face. His fingers trembled. The DNA results spoke louder than I ever could. He's not yours, Marcus. He never was. His mistress blinked, confused. He struggled for words, but shock stole his voice. I was 22 when I met him. He was magnetic, relentless, the kind of man who made you feel chosen. What I thought was love was control, dressed in devotion. He didn't want a partner. He wanted possession. And I, foolishly, gave him everything, my body, my trust, my name. The betrayal wasn't sudden. It crept in slowly, disguised as late-night meetings, mysterious colognes, lipstick stains that weren't mine. I didn't cry. I documented. I gathered proof. When he slipped and left. His phone unlocked one night. I didn't scream. I saved every message, every photo, every secret plan. By sunrise, I had a timeline. By midday, I had a strategy. I started with finances. While he was distracted with lies, I moved quietly. Meetings with advisors, discreet transfers, accounts under my maiden name. I sold the stocks he overlooked, cashed out insurance policies, secured the house he thought he owned. He walked in a divorce, believing he won. Unaware, I had already taken the ground from beneath his feet. But the sharpest blade was the truth about our son. Marcus had stepped into his life when he was barely a toddler, raising him, claiming him. Yet behind closed doors, I heard him whisper to her, I only stayed for the kid. That was the last lie I let him speak unchallenged. I ordered the test, waited for the right moment, and handed him his undoing in a crisp envelope. The restaurant fell silent. His mistress looked at me with wide eyes, innocence fading. He whispered, I raised him. I tilted my head. Yes, and poorly. The weight of my words broke him. He stood so quickly the wine spilled across the tablecloth. Then he fled, humiliated, leaving her in the ruins of his choices. I leaned toward her, my voice soft but sharp. You should get tested too. He lies easily. Back home, my house, was quiet, finally mine in every sense. Our son was with my sister, shielded from all of this until the day he'd be old enough to understand. I poured myself a glass of wine and sat by the fireplace. For the first time in years, I wasn't waiting for footsteps or excuses. He believed I would break. He forgot who I was, who built him, who covered his flaws, who sacrificed. He thought my silence was weakness. He never realized it was strategy. I didn't need to raise my voice. I only needed to move. I let him take his exit. I took everything else. And the envelope, that wasn't revenge. That was the kill shot.